Dhruv Patel arrived in Canada from India in 2016, full of hope and determination. He built a life in Toronto, working as a transit driver and supporting his family back home. But when his work permit expired, Dhruv faced the terrifying prospect of returning to India, where his family's safety and future were uncertain due to ongoing regional instability. Desperate to stay in Canada, Dhruv applied for permanent residence on humanitarian and compassionate grounds. He explained his deep ties to Canada, his years of honest work, and the hardship he and his family would face if forced to leave. But his application was refused. The immigration officer's decision seemed cold and technical, dismissing Dhruv's fears and contributions. The refusal letter cited a lack of exceptional circumstances and failed to consider the real human impact of uprooting Dhruv from his new home. Feeling hopeless, Dhruv turned to moving life immigration. There, legal counsel Mirza Azim took on his case. Mirza immediately recognized that the officer's decision echoed the same errors found in recent federal court cases like Yatsula versus Canada. The refusal relied on an outdated, rigid standard and ignored the compassionate, individualized assessment required by law. Drawing on her deep knowledge of Counsel versus Canada and the latest federal court rulings, Mirza crafted a powerful legal argument. She meticulously documented Dhruv's establishment in Canada, his vital role as a transit driver supporting the community, the hardship he and his family would face if returned to India, and the unique risks in his home region. Mirza also highlighted the officer's failure to consider the cumulative impact of Dhruv's circumstances and the need for empathy in H&C decisions. Mirza filed a redetermination of the application, arguing that the refusal was unreasonable and contrary to established legal principles. She demonstrated how the officer's approach was too narrow and failed to meet the flexible, compassionate standards set by the Supreme Court of Canada. The refusal was overturned, finding that the officer had not adequately considered the humanitarian factors in Dhruv's case. The application was approved, and Dhruv couldn't believe it was happening to see that Mirza's arguments highlighted the necessary compassionate element for a favorable analysis. With his application approved, he could finally call Canada home, secure in the knowledge that his future was secure. If you found Dhruv's story inspiring, don't forget to like and subscribe to our podcast channel. Moving Life Immigration's podcast brings you fresh, real-life cases and expert solutions every week so that you can stay informed, empowered, and ready for your immigration journey. Stay tuned for more stories of hope, strategy, and success. Subscribe to our channel for more.